What's going on, guys? It's your boy Channel here, and today video we're gonna do a recap of pretty much WWDC 2019. That just happened for me literally like 15 minutes ago. So I was like, I might as well just pull out a video real quick for your boys and girls real quick, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I got my little iPad here with all my stuff on it and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna remember everything that I watched and that they said during the keynote. So to begin with, we're gonna start with iPadOS. So pretty much Apple made their own iPad, like OS, like pretty much like iOS, macOS and stuff. Now we have iPadOS, which is great. So pretty much we got more features that are make the iPad pretty much like a tablet, not a tablet, a better tablet, pretty much a computer, a mainstream computer and everything like that. So the more of the key features were different types of multitasking. You can do a lot of multitasking, a lot of different effects, a lot of different split screen views with the iPads and everything like that, etc. with it. Also, as well, it was when you go on Safari and look up a website, it gives you to the mobile website, not the mobile website, it gives you to the desktop website, and it makes it easier for you to click on things, which is amazing. Which is always wanted that, because when you try to go to website on the iPad, you can't do that half the time. It brings you back to the mobile website. But now you have the option, which is great, actually, which is really, really great. And then let's see what else we got here. And then you have text size control. You have save tab sets, more email sharing option, which is great, which is furthers up the process and everything, how you want to use especially if you're using your tablet as a work tablet, as a workhorse, pretty much everything like that. You get shit done, etc. like that. You have different photo upload options. You have a full toolbar and split view. And you have per site settings, pretty much, which is part of the desktop site. And so you pretty much run a lot of apps all at the same time, all at once, which is really, really great. Okay, and then now, the next one is we have the Mac Pro that got announced. First of all, that's a big ass price right there. I'm all like, why is that so goddamn much? But pricing is there for a par Mac Pro. Pretty much if you want the horsepower, the processing power, everything like that. So pretty much it starts as $599 for like the full thing. You get the display, and then you get the actual Mac part of everything with it as well. And then the display itself is, which is called as a Pro Display XDR, pretty much. It's 6K Retina and everything like that, which is pretty much $5,000, $499.99, but which is pretty much $5,000 plus whatever tax and shit on there. So I feel like you might as well just buy the full out thing for $6,000 and get it fully upgraded and everything like that. And as I'm reading here, as I put in my notes, as an Intel Xenon processor with up to 28 cores and 300 watts of power, pretty much, which is fucking amazing. And it has 1.5 terabytes of system memory, 8 internal PCI slots, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, 2 USB-A ports, 2 built-in 10 gigabit E ports, an Afterburner expansion card for video editing that can play, and a module that is called the MPX model, which is, it pretty much replaces NVIDIA and AMD graphic cards and everything like that, which pretty much puts it up to par. And it's pretty much a fucking horse. That's what it really is. And now we're on the Mac OS section right here. So we have Mac OS Catalina. It's an odd name, but it's another mountain. You know, everything like Maverick and stuff like that. So you have Sidecar. So pretty much you can use your iPad as pretty much another monitor, which is great. You don't have to worry about no other shit. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about buying Duet. I think it's an app called, you can buy Duet. I thought about buying it. I was all like, I don't really do it, but since it's gonna be free when the new update comes out, I'm like, I might as well just have it as that is. It's like, what's the point of me literally buying an app that's gonna make it come for free, which is great. And the system works across the different apps, and then you can use your Apple Pencil for certain apps like Final Cut, Adobe, all the other products they listed. There's a whole bunch of products they listed before. And they had a new feature, which is the Find Me feature that can locate the Apple devices, even if they're offline. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cryptic too. So there's about a privacy. So if you lose your MacBook or whatever, for example, if I lose my MacBook, or I leave it somewhere and I don't know where, I know where it is. I don't know where it is, but it sends a Bluetooth to people near them, and they can send you a ping of where your computer is, which is very, very helpful if you lose it, which is great. And it has an activation lock too, so nobody can try to get into your MacBook if you lost it or it gets stolen from you, which it should have been added a long time ago. But that's the great part about it. And then of course, I'm reading an article, so I'm just like looking through it real quick. Yep. Yep. And then you can make pretty much all the stuff they created too was like Swift UI, which I thought was amazing because I want to get into app creating and stuff like that. And it makes it so much easier and simpler, and you can test your apps like that. And they have added a Apple Watch feature too as well, which is fucking amazing. I'm all like, God damn! I'm all like, I needed that a long time ago. It's pretty much, yeah. So you can do anything. Like, you could create all the apps, you can do all the stuff you gotta do. It's amazing. And now we're on WatchOS 6, pretty much. So WatchOS 6 is pretty much a future for pretty much everything. I have a Series 3 watch. I'm not gonna buy the Series 4. My Series 3 works fine. I had the Series 1. And then I got the Series 3. I got the Nike edition of it, but I'm not gonna buy the Series 4 until that one dies, or until the next one is perfect or whatever. But they added new watch faces, you know, new armbands, of course, a couple new features. So pretty much you could dictate. Let's see what else you could do. So they added a voice memo app and a calendar app, which is great. So they use calendar, and with the calendar's calculator app, and then with the calculator app you can make it with tips as well, which is great. I love tips. So you could split, oh, you have 7 people, whatever, you know, see how many tips it should be, everybody should pay. Boom, that's how you do it, all straight from your motherfucking wrist. And now we have an independent app store too as well for the Apple Watch. So no more, you probably could look it up on the iPhone and everything like that, but I just feel like it's a way better, so you can just look on your watch and be like, oh, I want this app downloaded, and it's going to help me do further and do better. And they added a period tracker pretty much for girls on their menstrual cycle and stuff like that as well. They call it cycling. And they improved everything, or of course speed, update, stuff like that, different watch faces, as I said before. So it's WatchOS. And then now we got the big boy, iOS 13. The main key is dark mode, so everything is dark mode. The one thing I really want to know is, are they gonna do dark mode as like, so like it adjusts time like on the Mac does? Like, does it adjust the time? So like when it gets dark outside wherever you're living at, does it like just instantly just do it, or you just have to like flip on a switch? That's the one thing I really want to know. But they added new privacy settings. They added they redid everything. Photos app, redid Photos app and everything, which is great. Added years, days, months, and everything like that. All your photos, you can zoom in, zoom out. It's a whole bunch of features. It looks really, really nice. They redid iTunes too, of course, for the Mac, which is great, and everything like that. Let's see what else. And then they did more privacy settings, so it has to sign in to Google and Facebook, stuff like that. Now they have developers could put in sign in to Apple, so then you could pick in certain information you want the developers to have for the app that you're going to sign into, which is great. So more about privacy. And if you get random and it won't get your actual email, which is great. So it's send a false email to the developer as well, which is great. And then they did more HomeKit stuff. So it's encrypted for 10 days of iCloud storage. And then now you have sharing controls and messages. They revamped messages. They added swipe to fucking text, which is amazing. I wanted that so bad. I've been using Gboard on my phone for so long, but I might go back to Apple because this is a swipe. I love swipe. I might go back to that. I'm gonna try it out though when they officially release it and everything like that. Let's see what else. AirPods, you could hear incoming messages from any type of app, from that Messages app or third party apps, pretty much, which is great. So pretty much you could be at the gym or doing something or you're holding something, you can't take your phone out, but you can hear her text to you, so you can just reply right away with Siri. And they revamped Siri too, with her voice and everything like that. So she sounds the same, but it sounds more smoother. It sounds like you're actually talking to a person instead of a robot or AI. And the HomePod can recognize voices and offer personal responses for different people and stuff like that too. But for me, I don't have a HomePod. I don't plan on buying a HomePod. And then you have the Health app. Pretty much the Health app, you got revamped to be better and everything like that. It's really not important. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The main focus of that for me was pretty much iOS 13. And I like the Swift. Those are my two favorite. Swift UI for coding and everything like that. But those are my two like top tier shit that I wanted to do for that. So yeah, let me guys know what you guys think. I was trying to make this a short recap, but whatever. It's a recap and my little thoughts about it. But quick thoughts. I like the whole presentation of it. I liked everything about it. It wasn't like what was it, March's fucking keynote. I'm gonna talk about that shit. So yeah. Oh yeah, and then we separated iTunes, everything like that too, separate. It was great. I loved it. Tell me what you guys' thoughts in the description below. Share the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social medias. You know, give me that support, baby. You know what I'm saying? All right, deuces. Peace out.